Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with the next video. Today's video is hopefully very useful and informative to those who are planning for the trek in Nepal. So before we get into the video, I would like to share some information with you guys. Usually spring season and autumn season is the best trekking season in Nepal. That means 6 months a year. March, April, May and September, October, November are the best trekking seasons in Nepal because the weather would be really great. It would be sunny almost every day and the view is just perfect. So I have prepared some packing list for you guys and I think that's gonna help you a lot if you are planning for trekking around the Himalayas. So the first important thing is a trekking bag. A proper trekking bag is very important. You need to make sure that you have got a good hip support and a shoulder support, because what you don't want to do is carry all of your weight of your bag on your shoulder. So the main thing that helps is when the weight has supports on the hips. So good hip support is very important. And don't forget to take a waterproof back cover because the weather does changes a lot in the mountains. So the next important thing is a trekking shoes. Walking 6, 7, 8 hours a day is a lot, so your feet needs to be very comfortable. Trekking shoes must have an ankle support because you won't have any problem on the mountains. Make sure you are not getting any blisters, swollen, and the water is not getting into the shoes. The next important thing is a sleeping bag. Normally I suggest you to have a -20 sleeping bag. Obviously important because the night can't get very cold. It is very cold up there in the mountain. So the next important thing is long trousers. Long trousers are for your daily hikes, so get quick dry long trousers. And the next is thermal trousers. Warm trousers for the higher elevation is very useful. When you are trying above 3000 meter, it is very important because it's so cold up there. So the next important thing is obviously a down jacket. Down jacket is pretty much useful every single day. It makes you feel really warm. T-shirts. I suggest you to carry a 2-3 pair of hiking t-shirts which can dry very quickly. Obviously when you trek it gets very sweaty and very smelly, so having that extra t-shirt is nice to have. Make sure you try to stay away from the cotton because cotton gets very hot, very sweaty, and it takes long time to dry when it gets wet and it smells a lot. So the next is socks. Carry a 3-4 pairs of very warm socks so that you can change it when it starts getting smelling. Obviously underwear, carry maybe 3 or 4 pairs of underwear so that you won't feel stinky. A pair of gloves. Sometimes you have to start walking early in the morning or you will get to the hotel when it gets dark, and at that time you might feel cold, and having a glove is really a great idea. So the next thing is sunglass. A UV protected polarized sunglass is very important because you might get snow blind if the sun rays are very strong. This happens because when the strong sun rays directly hits on the snow, it reflects directly onto your eyes and that might cause you a snow blind if you are not using a proper sunglass. So the next is a buff. Buff has a multi-purpose. You can use buff as a mask. You can use it to cover your throat, to cover your ears, to cover your head, and it helps a lot. The next is a warm hat and a sun hat. When you are walking, you need a sun hat because the sun is very strong. And during morning and evening, you need the warm hat because it keeps you very warm. So the next is micro towel. Micro towel are very light and smooth and they dry very quickly and it's great to have. Rainproof and windproof jacket. The weather does changes a lot in the mountains, so the weather is unpredictable and it's untrustable, so it might rain at any time or the strong wind might blow at any time. So having a rain windproof jacket is really great. So the next is fleece or pullover. Fleece or pullover, it goes higher in the neck and keeps you very warm. Crampons or spikes. These are in my list because mostly when you trek in Nepal and when you go above 4500 or 5000 meter, it's snow up there. Walking on the snow is not so easy, as you all know that, because your normal trekking shoes is not enough for that. You need to have extra spikes or crampons and it is easily available everywhere, and it is really important because it prevents you from slippery. But this is if and only if you are going to the snowy area. The next is walking poles. Walking poles are very useful for those who are having a knee problems because when you hike up in the mountain you have to go ups and downs many times and that might hurt your knee, and having a proper walking poles might help you a lot. The next is a headlight. Most of the tea houses don't have lights on their bathroom and toilets, and sometimes you have to start walking early in the morning and it is very great idea to have. The next is sunscreen. high up in the mountain, the sun is very strong and sunscreen is really important. So I suggest you to have a nice sunscreen, maybe 40 plus, it depends. Flip-flops or slippers. In the evening, after taking off your trekking shoes, there is nothing better than putting some comfortable shoes. So I suggest you to carry a pair of slipper. That would be very important after you reach to your lodge or hotel, and you can just use it for going bathrooms, toilets, or when you are near the oven. It's very important. Water bottle. Water bottle is really nice to have because you will be thirsty during your walk, and it's really pleasurable to have. And if you have a steel body water bottle, then it's really nice to have because normally in the hotel it's cold up there and you can fill it with the hot water and you can just grab it during your sleep. Swiss knife. Swiss knife might also be very important for you sometime. Toilet paper, mini first aid kit, and in case of high altitude sickness, if you are thinking to carry dexamethasone or Diamox, you can also carry that just in case, but you should not be afraid because if you acclimatize your body well, you don't need it. Being a human being, if we get used to something and once we get familiar to it, we won't have any problem after. And to the foreign nationals who are mostly European or American, I suggest you to carry $1 in cash because you need it for your visa fee in Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu, and that's gonna be very helpful for you because you need to pay in cash, and having $1 in cash is really helpful for you. And if any travel company is organizing a trip for you, then they will provide a duffel bag, a porter, a guide, and a complete team, and they will be helping you a lot. But if you are coming alone or if you are trekking alone, then you need to manage everything by your own. Before, most of the people were asking me what are the proper packing list if I have to trek in Nepal. And I was thinking to make this video since very long, and finally I managed to make it. I think this video is gonna be very useful and informative to all the people who are traveling to Nepal, especially for trekking purpose. So being an experienced trekking guide and a national tour guide, I'm sharing my ideas and my experience with you guys. I hope you like my video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, like the video, share the video, show some love. Keep loving nature, and the world is suffering right now, and I pray for the well-being of the humanity. I pray for the quick recovery of this wonderful world. So everybody stay home, stay safe. The virus, they do not have brains. We are the humans having a brain, so we are intelligent enough, we are smart enough to overcome with this pandemic. So please don't panic, everything takes time. Everybody stay safe, take care, and have a beautiful time. Thanks for watching my video. Peace.